Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for Sakamoto. Today's manga chapters 232 up to 233. So funny enough, not much going on. This review shouldn't take too long, so this is just dive right into it. So 230, or rather 233, chapter 233. This has the weapons up of our favorite sniper, Kami Hate, and versus Mummy Magneto and the wrestler dudes. So this fight is wrapped up within that chapter. Pretty much how I thought it was gonna go. I had no faith in our favorite sniper at all. I knew at some point he was gonna get help. Didn't know who was gonna help him, but I knew someone was gonna hop in there and help him. Kami Hate, helped him out. The fight was over. And that was it, basically. Throughout the fight with whoever, and I think it might be in the following chapter as well, we learned that how apparently our favorite sniper has skills on par, if not better, than Kamihei. And Kamihei was even at one point trying to say to him like, "Yo, you should consider joining the order." I'm like, really? Yeah, you should join the order, really? Good way to send him to his death. No, but seriously, yeah, that was something that happened within the chapter. So if that is the case, then it is what it is. Also, throughout like his portion of like 230, and I think it led into 231 as well, we basically learned that how even though the guns have been disabled, hasn't changed anything. People are still going rampant. People are still on killing sprees. People are now supporting X. So we learned that as well. So that happened, like I said, that happened in 230 and 231 in the beginning. And the rest of the chapter has basically been following. Don't know their names, I'm never very good with the names. So for now, I'm going to call them the Kanzai twins. So the rest of the chapter follows them. They have arrived at the ACC. They know that it was them who disabled the guns. They're not too salty about it. They're like, alright, cool, you disabled the guns. Cool, we can forgive that. If you give up Sakamoto, tell us where he is, then we'll forgive it. That's basically the kind of time that they're on. But obviously, not going to sell out our friends. We ain't telling you where they are. It's breaking out into a fight kind of thing. And funnily enough, unbeknownst to them, the Kanzai twins, that is where Sakamoto is currently headed, and we find out that they have an hour also until he gets there. So will this fight be finished within an hour? I don't know. Yeah, I literally don't know. But if you look at the fight and how it's going on so far, again, I don't know who's going to win. At the moment, I would say it's not looking good for our heroes. More so with the boy twin. He seems to be putting in most of the work. The girl seems to, don't get me wrong, the girl is showing her paralysis. She is shown to be quite strong, but she also seems the more dopey of the two, if that's the word I'm looking for. We see her the whole thing of being in the water, not being able to open her eyes, not being able to swim. She's basically, at least in my eyes, been painted to be the weaker of the two. So again, like I said, I don't know if this fight will end within an hour, and then everything's okie dokie, okie dokie. But I can see if someone was to lose, especially first, I do see it being her being taken out first, and then the other one follows after, if that's the route that we're going. But honestly, I don't know what's going to happen there. Throughout their bits and chapters, we learn more about the characters and how they're from Kanzai and they're the best in their school and blah 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 blah. If you care about that kind of stuff, basically kind of just hype them up, they were hyping them up before the fight, just to say like, yo, they're in I think it was I can't remember who it was. I think it was Mafu. I don't remember his name. He was basically comparing them to others, and I think there's others, if I remember correctly, that was in the pitch. It was the pitch people from Order, so basically trying to paint them as Order level. I mean, like being in Order is like a big deal. Maybe in Order is a big deal, so kind of just hype them up before the fight start, to kind of justify like if they lose, it's because like they were strong. No, but you're losing because of plot armor. But yeah, that's the only thing I got to say about those current few chapters. And yeah, we'll just wait for the next one. So I'm not gonna give a rating because it's just a basically overview of my thoughts and opinions of the last current chapters. I still feel like pacing is a bit slow. This current fight with the Kanzai twins and the people that we have there, I'm seeming to have a bit more interest. I think it's because of the guy, really. But I got a bit of more higher hopes for this fight than I usually have been having for these past few days. But it's higher hopes, not high hopes. But yeah, I think, honestly, I think the chapters have been just currently keeping the kind of pacing and ratings that I've been given as of late. So I'm just going to stick to 2-star ratings because I think that's exactly what I've been doing as of recent. Not really enjoying the series as much as I was when I first picked it up. I still read it weekly, but the energy is just really not there to do the reviews, and that's it basically. So like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care, have a nice day.